This is the Let's Go Blues Minute brought to you by Puckdoku, the original hockey doku. Now here's your host, Jeff Ponder.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. And if we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before.
Dylan Holloway and Colton Parayko scored 35 seconds apart in the second period, and Jake Neighbors had a goal and an assist for the Blues, who have won 3 games in a row for the first time this season and are 4-0-1 in their past 5 games. Pavel Buchnevich and Braden Shen each had 2 assists, and Joel Hofer made 16 saves on 18 shots for St. Louis. Philip Broberg tallied his first ever 2-goal game in the NHL as the Blues defeated the Washington Capitals 5-2. Nice big win for the Blues to finally reach that 3-win-in-a-row pinnacle. Shen also played in 15 minutes and 39 seconds and added a +3 in his 1,000th NHL game. Robert Thomas had an assist and extended his point streak to 9 games with 4 goals and 8 assists in that span. Washington captain Alex Ovechkin was kept off the score sheet and remains 12 goals from passing Wayne Gretzky, who scored 894 for the NHL all-time record, and he has 23 games remaining in the regular season. The Blues made a nice social media post claiming they are safe from Ovechkin breaking the scoring record on them, so I did appreciate that. Dylan Holloway said about this game, "We wanted this one bad. I know in the media it's been a thing where we haven't won 3 in a row this year, and at times we've been playing some good hockey, but I think recently we've been playing awesome. We're playing the right way. All 4 lines are buzzing and playing honest, so I think as long as we keep going and playing the right way, I think we can go on a little run." This was the Blues' 9th attempt at a 3-game winning streak this season, as all previous 8 attempts came up empty. As I've stated on this show before, it's amazing this team is in playoff contention without a 3-game winning streak under its belt. Now that that hurdle has been completed, let's see if they can make it 4. Let's get into our stat of the day, brought to you by our friends over at Puckpedia.com. We're going to take a look at the Blues' remaining schedule and the games they play against other teams in the wild card mix. So let's start at 3rd place in the Central, the Minnesota Wild. They are 10 points ahead of the Blues. They have one more game against Minnesota. They are in Minneapolis March 15th. The Los Angeles Kings are just hanging on to 3rd place in the Pacific. They are 8 points ahead of the Blues. They have 3 games remaining against St. Louis. Saturday is a big one that will be in St. Louis, and then March 5th and March 8th. So both games next week, those will both be played in LA. The first wild card spot currently belongs to the Colorado Avalanche. They are 8 points ahead of the Blues, and the Blues have 2 games remaining against them. They are in Colorado March 29th, and then they are back in St. Louis facing off against the Avalanche on April 5th. Versus the second wild card spot, Vancouver, who are only 3 points ahead of the Blues. They have 1 game remaining, and that is at home on March 20th. And finally, the third wild card spot, which is 1 point ahead of the Blues because of their win last night, the Utah Coyotes. The Blues do play them one more time this season, and that is April 15th. That's the final game of the season. What fun that would be if that decided who goes to the playoffs. Let's hope. That would be a lot of fun, and I think that would be a great way to close out the season. Let's hope it'd be a win. The Blues also have 10 games against teams below them in the standings. If the Blues compete in all of these games and have a winning record against the teams they're battling for playoff positioning, that should set them up pretty nicely. Plus, winning the games against the teams below them is almost a must at this point. So if they can do that, their playoff hopes are wide open with 22 games left in the season. A couple of those games include games against Nashville and Chicago, so those are always fun to win anyway. So let's see a couple more wins against those low-level teams. As stated, next up for the Blues, it is the LA Kings at home Saturday night at 7 o'clock, and then Sunday, the back-to-back against Dallas in Texas at 5 o'clock.
Wait, Jeff, one more thing.
Well, let's talk about Puckdoku. Yesterday's winner was me. real hockey score here. I beat Bill by a score of my 1 to his 2. The best play, though, came from Bill. He played in the Toronto in the 20-plus points playoff career. He played Al Iafrate, which came in at a 0.1%. I actually played Iafrate too, just in a different spot. But a fun fact about Al Iafrate, well, I'd love to tell you my favorite Iafrate story here, but I want to keep this show PG. If you want a not safe for work or children's story about Al Iafrate, Google his name and the phrase empty net goal and find his reasoning on why he never wanted to score an empty net goal. I'll just leave this for you as your fun fact. Al Iafrate had the world's best skullet in sports history.
This was the Let's Go Blues Minute powered by Puckdoku. Remember to tune into Let's Go Blues Radio, the original St. Louis Blues hockey podcast and webcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, hosers.